there, everyone. It's me, Corinne. I hope you are all having a great time. I sure am. Just kidding, the world is a mess, but we did find a bunch of kitties. So, as we have been super busy and I haven't been able to give you updates recently, I thought I'd take some time to make a little video. The goal of this video is to catch you up on how things have been going so far over the past few months, and hopefully to get me back in the habit of making videos to share with you. So, first things first. Over the past several months we moved to a house, which I guess I've been posting about for a while now. But also the cat distribution system decided to send us one cat and then 3 more. Initially we were going to foster 2 of the 3 extra cats and then keep 2 cats total, but unfortunately we fell deeply in love and now have 4 cats. I guess that's just what my life is now, okay? The first of the 4 kittens is Zucchini. She came to us when she was only 2 weeks old and appeared in our yard. We've been taking care of her since then. At first we had to bottle feed her, or rather syringe feed her, because she didn't like bottles. But now she can pretty much eat whatever she wants. After that we got 3 more, which are currently named Acorn, Crookneck, and Beansprout. I realize now that I'm talking about the other 3, but Zucchini is still the only cat you can see. I promise, more are coming. Just keep watching, okay? I don't know why I keep saying, okay, like I'm mad. I guess maybe I'm a little mad. I don't know. JK, I don't know. I think I have made it clear that I don't know, but the truth is, I have cats now and I'm happy, and much of my life is spent feeding cats, and playing with cats, and feeding a dog, and playing with a dog. I also started my MFA in film, which is really the main reason why I haven't been posting very much. I keep wanting to make videos and then I run out of time because I'm spending all my time making other videos for school. So I'm planning to start making a video a month now, which I'm hopeful is a schedule I can actually stick to. I was getting trapped in this cycle where I would want to make a video for every 2 weeks, and then I wouldn't make the video, and then I'd feel bad, and then it was harder to make the other video, the next video, you know? So I'm trying to avoid that by just being a little easier on myself and giving me time to make one good video, and then hopefully have some short content that I make as well. We'll see what happens. The thing I realized while I wasn't making videos is that I actually really missed this, which made me remember that this is something that I want to be doing in my life. So that's why I'm here, back doing videos again, and trying to do it in a way that feels sustainable to me. I'm hoping that this will give me the chance to make videos that I really want to make, and to make sure that I'm doing high quality work that I'm proud of, while also still having time for school and work and all of those things. So, I don't know, that's what I'm trying to do, and I think there's a good chance it's going to work out. And meanwhile, I'm going to keep feeding these cats and playing with them and letting them hang out with each other, and hopefully eventually letting Puka hang out with them, though for now they're kind of kept separate, because we're doing a very slow introduction stage. I'm realizing that all these videos are of the cats like a couple of months ago, or maybe a month ago, so they're a lot smaller than they are now. They've grown a lot. I think they're all around 4.5 pounds, which is crazy. But it's really exciting, and we're learning how life as a cat person is different than life with just a dog. So hopefully you'll keep seeing cute little cat content, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We sure love them, and I hope that you guys enjoy watching them because they're really cute. I think it's been really helpful to have some little guys to take care of and to get joy from when the world feels like such a mess right now. So I don't know, it's been a nice little thing for us, and I hope that it continues to be something that brings us joy as we try and do our best to make the world a little better than it is right now. I'm curious to know what you all are doing to kind of keep yourself happy and functional and like making positive moves in the world. And yeah, so if you want to share, please do. One of the other things we've been doing to kind of cope with things, and also just to like enjoy the world and life is just spending a lot of time outside, and that recently has mostly meant taking trips to the lake. Puka loves going to the lake, as you really know by now, I'm sure. And it's just a nice way for us to be able to enjoy being outside together and, like, I don't know, get to spend time just like enjoying the world and being glad that we're in it. Sometimes I think I get really sucked into my computer and social media and work and homework, and I forget that, like, we live in a world and it's beautiful. So taking time to be outside and to spend time with Drew and Puka in nature has been really helpful, to kind of help me decompress and also just like appreciate the spaces where we live. And remember that, like, people are great and there's ups and downs, and the downs seem really bad right now, but the ups are also good, especially on the micro scale when I look at my community and the people around me, and try to become more of a part of that community. And another thing I've been gaining from being outside is recently I've been trying to like work on developing my personal style, in the way that I dress, and make sure that I'm dressing in ways that make me feel good. And one thing I've been learning about is getting inspiration for clothing and color combinations, not from clothing that I see other people wearing, but from the world. And I found these like kind of wintry lakeside moments to be great opportunities for me to see things that I want to wear, and start incorporating those colors and textures into my personal style. And I feel like it's going to be a long time before I have that kind of worked out, but it's been exciting to have it to work on, and I really enjoy figuring out what I love and finding ways to wear it. It can feel kind of trivial to be thinking about this when we've got such crazy things happening, but I think that embracing my personal style and myself as a person is an essential part of fighting back against fascism and figuring out how to build my place in the world and give back in ways that make sense to me. The more myself I am, the easier it is to make the choices I want to make and that I can feel proud of making. And even small things like my fashion choices help me to be more myself and to have more capacity to help other people and be an influence for good. And I don't know, that's something I'm just trying to work on and embrace. Ugh, I feel like such a cheeseball, but the reality is I kind of am a cheeseball, so that's part of myself and I'm going to embrace it. And I'm going to do it while I'm walking and putting my feet in the lake, even when it's probably way too cold for me to do that. In fact, now that it's a little bit colder, I'm not really doing that anymore, but I'm still walking around and enjoying being outside and feeling the sun on my skin. So, I don't know. I guess we're all just doing the best we can. And, at least in theory, the more I do the best I can, the better my best gets. So, you know, I think it's worth a try. And I'm hopeful that I can continue doing the kinds of things that I want to be doing and participating in the world in ways that feel good and useful, and expanding on the things that I feel like I can do in that way. You know what I mean? The past few months have also led to us spending a lot of time trying to make our house as good as it can be, trying to make it feel like our home, the kind of place we want to share with people, and also just spending time trying to do creative things together. We also kept getting our usual CSA box over the first few or several weeks of the fall. And so it was exciting to continue getting produce and like being able to kind of plan our meals around that. I'm trying to be better about using things wisely and paying attention to what we have in our pantry and in our fridge so that things don't go to waste. I'm not always the best at that, but I'm working on getting better and it seems to be working so far. So hopefully, I don't know, that's something I can build into the way I live my life. And I think it will be good not only for like our waste, but also for just like our budget and making our life comfortable and manageable. think food is such an essential part of being a person. And it's one of the main things that I use and that many people use to connect with other people and connect with our culture and our family. And I think it's really exciting to be able to use produce that was planted and grown and picked by local farmers, and also, when possible, that you grew yourself. I think that's really exciting, and it's something I want to be doing more of and be really attentive to. I think that making delicious food is one of the creative things I can do in my life that help me to be happy, and that also can help me better define what I want my life to look like, starting with my plates, and what I bring to the literal table at my house. I only made one New Year's resolution this year, and that is to remember my reusable grocery bags when I go to the store. But I do have other goals, and a lot of them are surrounding cooking at home and having people over more often, trying to build connections with people and create a space that people want to be part of in my home. And some of that comes down to the food that I make and eat, and some of it is the other ways that we're trying to engage in being creative and making things and enjoying life. I've been going around town looking for cool art, both to buy and also to make myself, and I think really investing in that helps me to stay grounded and can re-energize me into doing the things that I want to be doing, and can help me at least hopefully avoid burnout and feeling just completely helpless. So that's what I've been trying to do. I went to the waste shed recently and got a bunch of scrap felt that I was going to use for Christmas, and then realized I have no idea what I'm doing with felt yet. So I'm saving that for next Christmas so that I have plenty of time to learn. And in the meantime, I started doing more like sculpting of little figures in clay, and I really enjoyed doing that. It's something I used to do a lot and that I haven't done in a long time, and it was nice to kind of get back to that. We've also been trying to help people out financially in ways that we can. We don't have a lot of extra, but finding the ways to really budget for helping other people when we can has been a really useful way to feel more engaged. And then also just like paying attention to the needs of people around us and doing our best to kind of meet those needs in the ways that we can. I think those things are what help us to be good neighbors and good people, and that's one of my goals and things that I want to accomplish. Sometimes I get overwhelmed feeling like I can't do enough, that it's not possible, and I think if instead of letting that overwhelm me, just figuring out what small things I can do and doing them is a helpful way for me to manage things. And I'm not always the best at doing it. It's much easier for me just to get overwhelmed and feel frustrated, but I'm trying to make a real effort to instead evaluate what I can do and do that. Also, not to totally ruin things and talk about what's actually happening in front of you, but this is the Bread and Puppet Circus that we went and saw a little bit earlier this year, and it was amazing, and does a really good job of combining creativity and like political messaging, and I really enjoyed going to it and would highly recommend it to anyone who likes bread or puppets. We wrapped up the year by spending a little bit of time in Utah. We drove out with Puka and had a friend look after our cats, and just spent some time hanging out with our family and being outside. It was really strange. It was super warm when we first got there and there wasn't snow, so we were able to do a little bit of hiking, and then it got more wintry towards the end of our trip, so that was fun too. And it was nice to be able to see my family, although we didn't get to see them too much because they were all sick. So we spent some time with Drew's family and some time hanging around Utah by ourselves, and overall just had a really great time being back home for a little bit before coming back to Chicago, our other home. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a good year, a good few months, and I'm excited to keep making videos and hopefully do stuff that you're interested in, and definitely do stuff that I'm interested in, since that's kind of the whole point of this thing. It's been a weird one, you know, and the times just keep getting weirder, but I'm hoping that I can help the weirdness go in a good direction, at least at some point, and try and make things better for the people around me. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to continue making stuff and see what I can do with this little tiny piece of the internet that I hope you're enjoying, and, well, I certainly am. Yeah, so I hope you all have had a good few days of the year. A good first few days of the year? I don't know. And that this year does its best for you, and that you do your best for it, and I'll see you around. Thanks!